welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be my 2019 beauty favorites. So the day I'm filming this is January 6th, so I'm a little bit late to this video, but I hope that you guys still will enjoy it. I've been wanting to film this video for you guys, so I figured I would do it now. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, I would love if you would do so down below, and if you guys want to see what my favorites were in 2019, then let's just jump right in. Alright, so starting with primer, I do have two that I want to talk about, and they're both different. I tried to narrow down a lot of these products for this video for you guys. These are things that I truly love, but some things I couldn't just pick one. Like I couldn't pick one foundation, one primer. So the two primers that stole my heart in 2019 is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This is such an amazing primer for dry skin. I absolutely love this primer. I actually am all out and need to get a new one. It's completely empty, but it gives your skin this really fresh kind of glow to it. It has a really nice scent to it as well, and it just gives your face such a beautiful glow. I love the way this feels on my skin. I love the way it looks. It is such a nice primer. And then this primer is by e.l.f. This is the Poreless Putty Primer. I like this for a different reason. It obviously is going to fill in your pores, whereas this one doesn't really do much for your pores. It really just hydrates my skin and gives it like a nice glow, whereas this, I only like to use this on the areas that I have pores or fine wrinkles. So I like to apply it on my forehead, on my pores, and this stuff is absolutely amazing and so affordable. If you guys have not tried this, I highly recommend. This is definitely a huge hit for me. This was like a standout 2019 product for sure for me. One of those discoveries that I found that I really loved. Alright, for foundation, you guys, I had to pick three because these three were like my all-time favorites in 2019. I did wear all three of these kind of the same amount, so I didn't want to just share one. But the first one is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. This foundation blew my mind. This is from the drugstore, obviously it's from L'Oreal. This is an amazing foundation from the drugstore. This is definitely my all-time favorite foundation. It has like a really perfumey scent to it, but I actually really enjoy the scent of it. But if you are very sensitive to smells, I don't know if you would love this, but besides that, it is flawless. It lasts for a really long time. It wears really nice on my skin, and this is definitely a huge hit for me in 2019. And then the next one that I wore all the time, this is like an oldie but a goodie. This was in my 2018 favorites. I think maybe even my 2017 favorites. I'm not sure, but this is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I really love this foundation when I have a really fresh coat of self-tan because this color only works for me when I have a self-tan. This one is in the color Golden Neutral. I love this foundation. It is very full coverage. It does not budge on my skin. You don't even really need to use concealer with this because it does kind of work as a concealer because it is super high coverage, and it is one of those kind of like doe foot applicator. And what I really like about this is although it is kind of higher end, it's still like pretty affordable. So it's I believe it's like $29. I could be wrong, but it's an amazing foundation. Really good coverage. Love that foundation. And then this one is also nothing new. I've been using this for probably a couple years now. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Undetectable foundation. I love this foundation, you guys. It looks good on so many different people. I actually use this foundation a lot on brides and bridesmaids. It sits really well on all different skin types. It isn't too oily, it isn't too drying. It is like the perfect in between. I think it works great on so many different skin types, and it is such an amazing foundation. I love the way it blends out. I love the way it sits on my skin. Such a good foundation. So those were definitely the three foundations that I went kind of back and forth with. Obviously I tried other foundations throughout the year, but these were definitely my top three favorites. Amazing. Alright, now this is no surprise, you guys. For concealer, I used the Tarte Shape Tape all throughout 2019, but I did discover a new favorite concealer, and that is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer. This I actually like just as much as the Tarte Shape Tape, if not a little bit more, because it is a little bit less drying than the Tarte Shape Tape. It offers the same amount of coverage. It looks so good on the under eyes. It has really good coverage, and this is an amazing concealer. If you like high coverage on your under eyes, but you don't like it to be super drying, this is amazing, and I actually can get away with not setting it. Alright, because we are on the cream topics, I do want to mention this because I use this every single day pretty much throughout 2019 since I bought this. And this is the Milk Makeup Matte Stick Bronzer. This is absolutely amazing. I use this every time I do my makeup, and I know it seems like an extra step, but this just really makes everything sit really nicely. My bronzer lasts a really long time when I use this. So I will apply my foundation, concealer, and then I will go in with this stick, and I will apply it anywhere that I want to bring warmth back into my face. What I really like about it is it blends out really easily with a sponge. I'll just kind of pat over on top of it and it blends out perfectly. And I love the way it looks on my skin. It just brings life back to your skin, and I really, really love that. So that's another kind of standout product. All right, for powders, I lied to you guys. I actually do have a powder foundation that I want to talk about. I had to talk about this because this was another huge hit in 2019. This is the JCAT Beauty Aqua Insurance Compact Foundation. You guys, if you like powder foundation, you need to try this. It is such an amazing powder. It offers really good coverage and it doesn't look cakey on the skin at all. It has like a really nice airbrushed finish to it, and this is my all-time favorite powder foundation ever. It is so good. So it does have two separate layers here. You have a mirror, and it does come with a puff, a powder puff, and I actually do like to use that to apply this. So when I am applying this, I will go in with my concealer first because it is a cream. It is such a flawless powder foundation. I love it so much, so I had to talk about it. So for loose powder, I obviously still love my Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. I love that powder so much, but a new discovery in 2019 was the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This is an amazing loose powder from the drugstore, you guys. It doesn't have flashback, it doesn't sit cakey on the skin. It is like a high-end powder, but a drugstore price. It works better than so many high-end powders I've ever tried. It is an amazing product, and they actually do offer a couple different shades. I do like to use the fair shade. The translucent is good too, but it can be a little too light for my under eyes, so I do like to go in with the fair one, and it works perfect for setting my under eyes and the rest of my face. It is such a good loose powder. All right, another powder that I had to talk about is another pressed powder, but this isn't a foundation. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. This product is amazing, you guys. The way that I like to use this powder is after I use my foundation and I do set it in place, I will go in with my sponge, and it will be a little bit damp, and I will go directly into this powder and push this just anywhere that I have pores. So I will push that powder kind of like in this area. I don't necessarily have pores on my forehead, but it really does do a good job of kind of like masking my wrinkles on my forehead. I discovered this and I am obsessed with this powder, you guys. If you are really looking to look like flawless with no pores, absolutely nothing, I highly recommend trying this. At first, when you will apply it, it seems like it's going to be like white on your under eyes because it is a white powder, but once you push it in with a damp sponge, it does disappear into your foundation and it looks flawless, you guys. I have it on my skin today in the areas that I have pores, and it is absolutely amazing. Highly recommend this. This is not a new product, but it was definitely a discovery for me in 2019, and I love it. These two combined, e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder, work like a dream together. They are amazing. Alright, you guys, so I do have a few bronzers to talk about. I could not narrow it down to one because, again, I kind of went back and forth with these three throughout 2019. The first one is this Fenty Beauty Sun Stalker in the shade Shady Biz. This bronzer is so amazing. It is so buttery, it's so creamy. I never have any weird patchiness when I apply it. It is the perfect shade. It's not too dark, not too light. I really love the packaging of this as well. Such an amazing bronzer. Alright, this one obviously I'm not going to talk about for too long because I talked about this so many times on my channel. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, you guys. Best bronzer from the drugstore. So amazing. Smells like you're on a beach. This has been in my yearly favorites, I think the past 2 or 3 years. It's so good, you guys. Has such a good formula. It works like a higher end bronzer. It's so good. And then I did discover this City bronzer from Maybelline. This is a really good bronzer from the drugstore as well. I do like the Physicians Formula one a little bit more, but this one is so good. This bronzer would be perfect for anyone with like light, I would say fair to light skin tones. I don't know how this would work on medium to dark skin tones. It probably wouldn't work for you, but I really love the formula. It's super creamy, buttery, blends out amazing. Such a good hit from the drugstore. I do have to quickly talk about this little palette from Benefit. I've used this the entire year. It is such a good little palette. As you can see, I use Hoola every single time I do my contour. This highlight called Cookie by Benefit is absolutely amazing. If you guys have not tried this, it is so gorgeous. That is it right there. Such a gorgeous, gorgeous highlight. And also this blush in here is actually really pretty as well. But yeah, this palette is such a steal. It is probably one of my favorite like face palettes. So I have two blushes that I want to talk about. This one is by MAC and this is in the shade Peaches. This is a staple blush in my opinion. It is such a gorgeous color. This looks good with so many different makeup looks. It just really brings your cheeks back to life. It is such a gorgeous matte blush. Definitely was the blush I used the most in 2019, but this blush that I want to talk about by Buxom, this is their Wanderlust Prime Infused Blush. You guys, this blush is amazing. So many different colors, but this one is in the shade Dolly. It is what I have on my cheeks today. It is so pigmented. You have to be very careful. These blushes are really pigmented. So that is what it looks like, but what I love about these blushes is they give your cheeks the most beautiful sheen ever. Like, it looks stunning on your cheeks. It is so pretty. If you are someone that loves a little bit of glow to your blush but not glitter, you definitely need to check these out. They have so many different shades and I'm definitely going to be purchasing more. Okay, for highlight, I'm pretty sure that this Anastasia highlight with Amrezy came out in 2018, but I used it all throughout 2019, so I do have to talk about it. As you can see, I have hit pan. This is the most perfect shade. I cannot describe it. It is the most perfect like golden undertone, not too golden, not too white. I absolutely hate highlights that have like that white undertone to them that just look like a streak on your face. This really does look really creamy on your cheeks and kind of just melts into your skin and looks amazing. So I had to talk about it. This was definitely my most used highlight in 2019, and I do want to talk about this one as well. This one is by Wet n Wild. This is their Precious Petals highlight. You guys, this has to be the best highlight from the drugstore. Formula, color, everything. The formula of this is so creamy. It's so finely milled. It does not look like you have glitter on your face whatsoever. It is so, so beautiful. I absolutely love, love this highlight shade, you guys. That is it right there. I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but it just has like a nice like champagne like pinky undertone to it, but it's not too pink, not too gold. It is such a stunning, stunning highlight, you guys. I love this highlight. It does not look chunky or anything like that, and again, it's from Wet n Wild, so super affordable. So those were definitely my most used highlights, along with the one in the Benefit palette. Alright, so we are pretty much done with the face products. Now I'm going to move on to eyeshadow. For 2019, this was definitely my most used palette. This is the Kathleen Lights and ColourPop So Jaded eyeshadow palette. You guys, if you do not own this palette, what are you doing? This is the most beautiful eyeshadow palette. It is so gorgeous, you guys. It's just the perfect palette because you can create so many different shades with it, but what I really love about it is the shade right here called Diamond. It is such a gorgeous kind of like loose, I don't want to say loose glitter, but this is the most perfect eyeshadow to put on top of any eyeshadow look to give it like the most subtle but gorgeous kind of like glitter to it. You guys are probably not going to see that from here, but it is such a stunning eyeshadow to just put on top of any eyeshadow look and gives you like the most beautiful glow on top of your eyes. It is stunning. I just really, really love this palette. So this one was definitely probably my most used. ColourPop is such an amazing brand for eyeshadows. It's pretty much all I use. So I really loved this ColourPop Sweet Talk Pressed Powder Palette. I love, love, love this. It has like the perfect kind of like pinky mauve tone shades in here. So stunning. This one called Give It To Me Straight by ColourPop is another really good one if you like purpley mauve tones like I do. And then the ColourPop Yes Please is another palette that I really, really love. So ColourPop, I would say, was definitely like the hit for me in 2019. They came out with so many eyeshadow palettes that were amazing, but these were definitely my favorite. This is the most underrated product. This is the most underrated product ever, you guys. This is the Covergirl Exhibitionist. I don't know the actual name of this. The packaging and the formula reminds me a lot of the Stila Magnificent Metals. I don't know the actual name anymore. I think they changed it. Glitter and Glow eyeshadow toppers. This reminds me so much of them, but I actually like this one more. I have it on my eyes today, and what I really love about this, you can use this and do it like super heavy so that you have like an intense metallic glitter on your eye, or you could just lightly tap this on your eyelid to give you a really gorgeous glow. This one is in the shade number 2. It is my favorite. Again, this was definitely a 2019 hit for me. I just take the doe foot and tap this right on my eyelid, and then I will just take my finger and kind of tap it out, and it gives you the most gorgeous, gorgeous glow, as you can see. And again, this is from the drugstore. It's probably under $10 and is absolutely amazing. I am freaking obsessed with this. This I'm going to talk about for like 5 seconds. I've talked about this so many times on my channel, but I do have to mention it because I do get a lot of questions what black eyeliner I use in my waterline that does not smudge, and it is this. This is the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Eyeliner in the shade Blackest Black. As you guys can tell, I need a new one. This is the only gel eyeliner I will use in my waterline, and it is the only one I've used for years now. It is amazing. It does not budge. It does not smudge. It's amazing. Anastasia came out with their first liquid liner ever. It is in this gorgeous purple packaging. This is probably the only eyeliner I've used ever since I purchased this. It is such a good matte black eyeliner. I really love the felt tip on this. It's really easy to kind of create a wing. Before I discovered this, I was using the NYX liquid liner. I forget the name of it, but it reminds me a lot of this. But I actually like this one a little bit more because it is so black. Like, you cannot get a blacker eyeliner than this. I have it on my eyes today. It is matte. It is black. It is all the things you want in an eyeliner, and I really, really love it. So for lashes, I tried so many different lashes throughout the year, but my staple lashes are definitely the Kiss lashes and Ardell lashes. The ones that I have on now are just the Faux Mink Wispies. I love these because they look like you have your lashes done. I will actually wear these when I'm not wearing much makeup, and it just makes me feel like really confident, but it also just kind of looks like you have your lashes done. These ones are in the style Wispies. I love the look it gives on your eyes. It's not too dramatic, but it's just enough to be like that little extra. Drugstore lashes are the way to go. Kiss lashes and Ardell lashes are definitely like my go-to. I really like the Kiss and the Ardell lashes because they have a really thin band, so they're really easy to apply. I don't like thick band lashes, and I do find a lot of the higher end lashes do have like a super thick band, and they can be kind of irritating on my eyes and also harder to apply, so I like to stick with the drugstore lashes. Alright, so for mascara, I've talked about the Monsieur Big by Lancome. This is my all-time favorite mascara ever. It is amazing, but I did discover the Benefit Damn Girl mascara. Now this is very thick, so if you don't like voluminous thick lashes, stay far, far away from this because it is a clumpy mascara, but I do like it because it really just builds my lashes up and gives me the volume that I need. It reminds me a lot of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara wand, how it kind of has that shape to it, but this stuff really packs a punch with your lashes. I would say the Lancome one is really good for like length and kind of separating, and this one is really good for just building that volume. It is amazing. So these two are the only mascaras I use throughout 2019 and probably will use for 2020 as well. Now for brows, I still use the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but I also kind of switch back and forth between the Benefit Precisely My Brow, and if you want like an affordable option, the NYX Micro Brow pencil is amazing. It's so affordable, and it reminds me a lot of the Anastasia Brow Wiz. So it has the pencil on one end and the spoolie on the other. I actually don't really see a huge difference between the NYX one and the Anastasia one. I really have been liking the NYX one. It's what I use today. I'm sorry if I'm talking fast and whipping through these products, but I feel like I don't want this video to be a million years long. Alright, so we are almost done. We are going to talk about lips. I only have a few products here because I'm not kidding you guys. I used this liquid lipstick that I'm about to talk about literally every time I did my makeup because it is my perfect shade, and that is the Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick in the shade Can't Relate. This liquid lipstick color is the most perfect shade for me, in my opinion. It's like the perfect nude. I am someone who likes pinky undertones to my nudes because I feel like they flatter my skin better. I know some people hate pink undertones and like more of like a brown undertone. I do not like brown undertones for my nudes. I like more of a pink. That is in this bottle. It is the perfect shade, and that is this liquid lipstick, you guys. It is the perfect shade. I have it on my lips right now, and it is just, it's perfection. I'm actually getting really low on this and need to order another one, but they were sold out last time I checked, so I'm really hoping they're not sold out. I discovered 2 glosses, and this is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. She absolutely nailed this formula. It is the most buttery, creamy, glossy lip gloss I've ever used. This one is in the shade Fenty Glow, so it does have kind of like the Your Lips But Better kind of color to it. So this looks really pretty with nothing on your lips, and it also looks good on top of like any liquid lipstick that you want to use. It is so amazing. I don't know how she did it, but when you put this on your lips, it is the most glossy, like juicy look to your lips ever. It is amazing. Another lip gloss that I really love is by ColourPop, and this is the So Juicy Plumping Gloss. I really like this gloss as well. I actually like to use this more on its own because it really just kind of plumps my lips. I really like this because it doesn't irritate my lips, like it's not overly plumping. It is such a good formula, and it's by ColourPop. ColourPop is amazing. They're probably one of my favorite brands ever. They create so many good products for such an affordable price, and I don't know how they do it, but they nail it every time, and this gloss is amazing. Alright, you guys, we only have 2 products left, and these are setting sprays. You guys, I'm not sure how many of these I've gone through, but I've had to have gone through like 10 of these. I'm not even kidding you. I'm obsessed with this setting spray. It has the most perfect mist to it. It is so refreshing. It just melts all my makeup in. When I don't have this and I'm doing my makeup, I hate the way my makeup looks because this just really melts everything together. It makes it look so much less makeup-y, if that makes sense. Like when I do my foundation and then my powder, I start to feel like my face just looks a little too cakey. It doesn't look natural, but when I go in with a good amount of this, it just solves all my problems. It just makes your skin look so amazing. I don't know how they did it. But I wanted to talk about this product because this is amazing as well. This is definitely a more pricey product, so I don't use it as often. But this is the Sallie Rose Gold Skin Mist 24 Karat Gold Infused Hydrate, Prime, and Set Setting Spray. I do like to use this to like prep my skin if I'm feeling super dry, but if I'm feeling like I really need a pick-me-up and my skin feels really dry and the Morphe setting spray doesn't do it, then I do like to go in with this and spray this on my skin, and it does give a really gorgeous, healthy glow to the skin, but it's not like, you don't have chunks of glitter on your skin. I only have a little bit left. I try to save this for when I'm going to like an event or if I'm doing something fancy because it is expensive and I don't need to spray this on my face if I'm just going to be at work cutting hair. I just wanted to mention this in my video because it was definitely a hit for me in 2019, and this packaging alone is just so beautiful to just sit on my vanity. Is it extra? Yeah, it definitely is extra. Do you need it? Probably not, but here we are. Alright, you guys, so that wraps up my 2019 beauty favorites. I feel like I forgot something. Let me know down below what your staple product was in 2019. I would love to know. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video, and I cannot wait to see what 2020 brings me. I want to bring you guys more videos. I feel like I've been slacking on YouTube. I haven't been bringing you guys as much videos. I really want to start this year off strong and just really give you guys what you guys want to see, so please let me know down below what you guys want to see throughout 2020. I will definitely do whatever you guys like to watch, whether it be makeup tutorials, clothing try-on videos, which I'm still going to do those, but yeah, let me know down below what you guys want to see. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!